When you recommend a show to someone, your first selling point is probably going to be the animation. If not, it's usually the music, art, and voice acting. But what about the other thing? You may not realize it, but sound affects your viewing experience more than you realize. It makes characters feel like they have weight and influence over the world, and in turn, so does the world have an influence over the characters. It can even tell us a story without showing much at all. When considering the realism and impact of a scene, it's important to have a variety of sounds throughout the cut. For instance, let's count all the sounds you can hear in this one scene. Pay close attention to how every small action sounds. Now here's the same scene edited with less variety. Variety is important because just like in real life, everything has a varying degree of force applied to it, so each sound is not always identical. And that leads me to my next point. Nobody wants to hear the same thing over and over, even if it is good. There's a difference between having a distinct reoccurring sound that's consistent and just being lazy. The problem with bad quality sound design is that it pulls you out of the immersion. It sobers you to the idea that this is a manufactured product, and you realize for a brief moment that what you are hearing is artificial. But luckily it's not too common an occurrence. More often than not, we are given something quite memorable. Unique sounds hold a lot of influence over our associations with objects and what they make us feel. A good sound will be easily recognizable because it's so distinct. All of us know these sounds, the type of sound that just gives you that satisfying chill. For example, you have the sound of Ichigo's Bankai. It's a very iconic sound, and to me personally, it sounds like a ring wraith jumping to light speed. A fast, deadly sound is what I imagine they pitched in the boardroom. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's important to keep in mind that everything you hear, down to the tiniest detail, has been crafted from the ground up to simulate the most appropriate effect possible. Sometimes even making sure it emits from an accurate distance according to the location of the source. These one-of-a-kind sounds become exclusive to their intellectual properties. This is helpful to us, the audience, because it singles out the anime with higher production values, a good indication on whether an anime is worth watching. My reason for this is that sound would usually be an afterthought, coming up last in the design process. A low priority task only coming after the more important stuff, but if the least important factor has had some care put into it, it's a safe bet the rest of the show is good. I hope this has been an enlightening video. Perhaps now you have a newfound appreciation for this particular aspect of anime, and look out for it in the future. It's always there. All you gotta do is listen.
much.